Mummy.
Everybody, this is right, okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, ready.
3, 2, 1. Hi everybody, welcome to another week of baking. Oh dear, squeaky. Welcome to another week of Baking Without Boundaries.
Another week?
Another week, yes, another week. Another week closer to Christmas.
Where are we on at the moment? 37 days until Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh my
Right, this week I'm going to show you how to make a fresh fruit, well I would say gâteau, but it's only got 2 halves, so it's not really a gâteau. Fresh fruit cake then, we'll put it like that. It's going to look like a gâteau, but it's a fresh fruit cake.
What will it taste like?
It looks absolutely stunning, but it's not as difficult to make as what it actually looks when you finished it. And if you make this for somebody, they're going to think you're a pure genius for making this yourself and not going into some fancy schmancy shop and buying it. Well, that's the theory anyway.
So this is a nice cheap cake to make?
Yeah, well, it's not exactly cheap. Not if you buy your stuff at, well, I'm supposed to be supporting our local shops in this lockdown, but please, local shops, try and lower your prices a tiny bit, please. Anyway, enough about that. Right, Christopher, are you ready? Let's do your hands. Where's his wipes then for his hands, please? Because I don't expect they've been done, have they? Have they been done? No, right, there you go. You done yours, Dad?
Just doing
them now. What's wrong with soap and water for yours?
That was handier.
Okay, there you go. You can have that one to go with yours then. Right, Chris, so we're going to weigh out the flour. Oops, what's that? Me mixer. We're going to weigh out. Oh, the mixer nearly went. Was it last week when I knocked the mixer? When I knocked the mixer over by the time I put the teeth back in. I won't do that because I'll have to wash my hands again. I'm just going to soften up 6 ounces of butter, which is roughly 150 grams of butter. Do you know what, guys? I'm sorry, I don't think that's right. It's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 140 grams. No, it's not. 120 grams.
Are we going to make a deal?
Oh dear. I'll tell you the
Deal or no deal?
Right, the deal is, can you go over and look on the board, please, and see what it is in grams, seeing as though I'm still old-fashioned and working ounces.
How many grams am I looking for?
6.
6.
I know, 6 ounces.
6 ounces is, right, are you going to have a guess or no?
140.
170.
170, oh gosh, good, we didn't listen to me, guys. 170 grams, right, so now I'm just going to move the mixer out the way. So, Christopher, we need 170 grams again then of flour. So, 6 ounces, look, which I know on here is going to be, see that line there? Yeah. 1, 2, the little 2 past there.
Hang on.
So if I, well the big line is 4.
Oh right, okay, I got it.
Okay,
yeah,
ready?
Yeah.
Tell me when.
What were we looking for? 6?
Yeah.
Well,
Alright, so we're going to pop that into our mixer. And now we want exactly the same.
Can I just tell you that Christopher scored 27 on Pop Masters?
Did you really? Well, you should have phoned in.
27.
Well done. Hold on just a second.
And he got the 3 in 10.
You never did.
He did.
Oh, well done, Chris. Right, and again, look, you want to take Adrian on his challenge. He does it all the time, doesn't he? Marilyn's son, Adrian.
Right, there we go then.
Ready? Same again. 170 of sugar, which is to us oldies, 6 ounces.
Yep. What were you?
I'm relying on you, really, Christopher.
I was waiting for you.
Good job, the other oldies on the ball. Right, I have already melted down.
You're looking at a different angle.
I have already melted down the 6 ounces, 170 grams of butter.
Oh, that looks
And this,
well melted.
this, guys, is what I call the indulgent part of the cake, because this is the only butter the local shop had, and it's your proper, no nonsense Cornish butter, which is probably why it's so expensive. So
Cornish butter, Chris.
we'll have to let them off. Right, Christopher, are you ready?
We didn't introduce
We now
ourselves.
need 3
Hi,
eggs.
I'm Paul,
Oh yeah.
and this is
Who are you this week? Fruity Chris? Fruity Chris.
Chris.
I, as usual, am Rosie. Right.
No, you mummy.
I'm mummy, yes.
Yeah,
Right,
mummy.
can you hold that, please?
Who?
Are you ready, Chris? What do you
both
want
of
to
it?
do?
Oh no.
What do you want to do?
Hang on. You didn't say anything about this having to be done.
Well, eggs have to go into a sponge, Pauline, and you know that.
Yeah,
Are you
but I'm
ready?
Yeah, I'm going to trust him now.
Okay, stand that side of him then.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just stand at this bit here so
Yeah,
that
I'll
people
just-
on camera can still see you.
Yeah, I don't think they want to see me.
Yeah, they do. Right, up with his arm then. Up with your hand, not off with
Oh,
your head,
no.
up with his hand. Oh, I'll do it.
Yeah, I really don't
Right,
know if this is something.
Right, come back this way then and hold the bowl.
I'll hold the bowl.
Right, ready, Chris? Ready? Ready? Down. Down. And again. Right, there's one.
Did it actually go in the bowl?
Yeah, it's in the bowl.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, ready? One, ready?
No, right.
Hang on.
I'll tell you what.
Ready?
After last time, I want that.
One,
there.
okay, ready? Down, down, and again, and again.
Bloody
Oh,
bulletproof eggs. Oh, is it out?
yeah, it's out.
You've got a little bit of shell there, look.
Okay, we'll get that in a minute.
Okay.
You can get that one. I'm getting my hands washed after touching the shells. Ready? Down, down, ready? And oh wow, that's my finger. And again. Oh, well done, Chris. At least they went in this time.
Is that it? Right.
Right, Christopher, so now that's done.
Scrubbed
So
up.
what we do now is we bring the mixer back over.
Alright, yeah.
I'm going to put that on there.
Yeah.
I'm going to attach the paddle. We're going to use the
Yeah.
K paddle for any of you that are using a Kenwood.
Oh, right, that's a K paddle, is it?
Yeah. And I'm
Oh,
just
I
going
see,
to put
I see,
in
yeah.
a little tiny bit of,
Gin.
no,
Vodka.
no,
Brandy.
no, vanilla essence.
Oh. No, I was just getting excited here. Oh, I got to work.
Huh? Yeah, you have. Right, Chris, can you reach?
Oh.
Can you reach that from there or no? Do I need to lift it over? I
No,
need to lift it over.
We can reach it. Whereabouts do you want
You
it?
just got to knock that one, Chris.
To where?
Just slow to start with because there's everything in there.
Slow.
So slow to start with or else your flour and everything will just fly off of everywhere. Slowly get faster. Slowly get faster. I'd actually go back to slow a minute. You just need to have a tiny bit of lift in there. So again, pop that in while it's going slow or else you'll have milk fly everywhere.
How much milk do you
Oh,
want to put in?
just a splash.
Just a splash. Is that obviously a technical splash?
Just a splash. Right, now you can turn it up. That's it.
Over there.
Yeah, we're there now. Oh, what a rocket. So turn it down and turn it off now. That's it. Well done, Chris.
Well done, mate.
So now I'm just going to lift that up. I'm going to just knock that off the there.
Are you still with us?
I'm just going to put this here because it needs to be washed in a minute for our butter icing. So what we're going to do is we're going to move our mixer out of the way a minute. Now, I've already greased...
How much out of the way do you need it? I'll
No, it's fine, leave it because we need it for the icing in a minute.
Oh, okay.
It's fine
I'm
then.
just going to put it up
Oh,
there.
okay. Right, I've already greased and lined 2 7-inch sandwich tins.
2 7-inch.
Yeah.
Right.
And where did I put my spoon? There it is. So now what we're going to do is just separate this mixture into the tins. So 1 spoonful in there, 1 in there, so on like this until all your mixture is evenly distributed. And then if you get another spoon for Chris, please, Paul.
Yep.
Any spoon will do.
That could be a song. Any spoon will do.
Any spoon will do. Right. There we go. So, right, what you're going to do now with Christopher, you're going to have to, sorry, you're going to have to be, well, yeah, so you're going to,
Hang on a second, Chrissy.
hang on, right, what you're going to do, look, is basically spread it across
okay.
like that.
Chrissy's ready for that.
Okay, so do you want me to hold the tin?
No, we're good to go.
So you're just going to spread it evenly across the tin.
Yeah. 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 All the way up to the edges, yeah?
All the way up to the edges.
Okay, yeah.
There we go. Lovely.
I think we're almost there.
Yep, you are. I'll just finish off the last bit if you like.
Yeah,
Thank
okay,
you,
you got
because
it.
I can see that going into Christopher's mouth.
I can see that going somewhere.
And lick the spoon, Chris, afterwards. No, you don't. Oh, I think you're feeling alright today. Oh, I take it your dad does. You're not pregnant, are you?
No.
You sure? Right, so now these two are going to go in the oven on gas 180. Here we go again.
Oh, there you don't want to lick a spoon.
Gas 180. No, sorry, that's wrong. Fan 180. Gas 5. Other types of oven 390. In it goes.
180, 390, gas mark 5.
Yeah, in it goes. So we've just put in here 300 grams of butter, which is roughly 11 ounces. And what I'm going to do here is you need 600 grams, which is about 21.
Oh,
I need some scissors. 21 ounces.
this is going to get messy, isn't it?
It will get messy, yes.
Yeah, I was worried about
But
that.
I'm not going to weigh this out because each one of these boxes weighs 300 grams. And as soon as we need 600,
That's 2 boxes.
it is. Now,
Oh, that's brilliant.
you're supposed to sieve it in, but I very rarely sieve things these days. And also, it's going to be all mixed up and everything. You're not really going to get any lumps and bumps in it. So
I wouldn't have thought so.
it was only, I didn't realise that these, I just couldn't get my normal tape and Nile when,
Oh, I see.
or silver spoon, sorry, it is. One or the other. I've never used this one before, Borwick's.
I see they normally make baking powder, judging by the
Oh, right, okay. Right, so 2 boxes of those,
They've only been good
which
for a
is the
few
300
years,
gram, yeah, probably.
1842.
Oh yeah, only wow, only, yeah. And then just a couple of cupfuls of
Gin, brandy,
vanilla
whiskey.
essence
vanilla.
again.
You keep on catching
It
me out
might
on
be
that.
Christmas, but
You keep on catching me
so
out
about
on that
4 cupfuls of vanilla essence.
Lovely.
Now,
Tequila.
what we need to do with this, Christopher, I'm going to bring it over to you to start to go really slow
Right.
because I've lost my
Guard.
guard for some reason. I don't know where it's gone. Usually, guys, you'd have a guard on which would go over here, which would stop the ice and sugar from going everywhere.
But we live dangerously in this house.
Yeah, so this really, now please, Christopher, just slowly, okay? So let's put this down. Just slowly, please.
Okay.
Ready? Just slow
Here we go then,
to
Chrissy.
start with.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Just slow, 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 really slow, like that, that's
Is
it.
that alright?
That's fine for a minute. Now we're only starting off really slow like this, guys, because I've got no guard on. Normally you'd go a little bit faster, but because it's all... No, don't you look at your dad like that. What I'm going to do now, because it's actually all blending in, I'm going to pop some milk in. And I've put in about a quarter of a pint there. Now you can turn it up, please. Quarter of a pint of milk. Right, there you go. Okay, I'm going to switch that off now. This is the only thing.
Don't shout.
This is the only thing we're doing buttercream, guys. Oh,
You do
hello.
need to flip it everywhere.
You really do need to do this for about 5 minutes in order to get it nice and fluffy and, well, yeah.
Yeah. Like me.
Christopher.
Thick and fluffy, yes. that's very
Now,
nice.
do you want to lick the thing of this? No, well, what is the matter with my voice today?
Oh, God.
Anyway, something else that I've done. What's that?
That's my dinner.
Is that what you were eating pork pies while I was waiting on that? What were you doing? You were eating what?
Fasting. Before you got cold.
Eating a pasty before it got cold?
Yeah.
Oh, what were you eating, cameraman?
Nothing.
No. Oh, so you didn't have a pasty either then, I suppose?
Not now.
Did he eat a pasty, Chris?
Yeah. Before.
Tell the truth. Did he eat a pasty?
Before.
Before what? Oh, before we started filming?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay.
He's hungry. He's always hungry.
Right, so what I done, what we done, or rather no, what I done while you were eating pork pies and you were eating pasties, I got the sponge out of the oven and then I popped it on a tray like this to cool down, and that is lovely and cool now. So what we're going to do now is assemble. Sweetheart, would you like to lift that back over there for me again, please?
Yes, right now.
Just up there.
Yep.
We're going to assemble our cake.
Assemble.
Assemble.
There we are.
Thank you.
Just think how much time and effort that's saved.
Oh, telling me, can you imagine having to mix all that by hand? Our grandmothers used to have to do it, you
I'm just
know.
thinking they must be fit to butcher's dog.
Well, you only really had food mixers back in the day if you had any money.
I remember having a hand whip, or my mum having one of them ones.
Oh, my mum had a food mixer, but I don't know about my gran.
No,
My sister would know whether my gran had one, because I don't remember my granny very much, to be honest. I was only 3 when she died, so I don't really remember her.
I don't even remember the ones that you used to have the tube and you used to have the whisk like
Well,
that.
what about when you used to go down Nan Winnie's and down Nan
Yeah.
Lee's as a little boy?
Yeah.
When you saw, they were always making Sunday
Yeah.
cakes and Sunday tea and everything. Did they do it by hand or
Yeah.
did they do it with a machine?
By hand.
Well, they done it all by hand, did they? Oh, okay. Because I know mixers have been around, but I think they become popular in the 50s. So
No.
how come they didn't have one then? They
Maybe.
weren't that poor, were they?
Well, they weren't.
My 19 children in one family and 21 children in the other.
Yeah.
To be fair, living right out in the sticks where they did, there wasn't much else to do in those days except for bake and have babies, I suppose. Yeah, we're not doing bacon without babies, that's for sure. Or bacon with babies, we're not doing that.
We always had a bun in the oven, that's the
We
problem.
have a bun in the oven.
Oh dear.
You want to do that one with what? Bake with a baby?
Got put babies in. That's sort of weird.
Right, so what we're going to do now is, I'm going to now just put...
Right, so what are we doing now?
Right, what we're going to do now, Christopher, look. I'll
Please.
put that there.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a layer of... Oh, yeah!
What do you...
Thank you. A layer, thank you, I loosened it for you.
Thank you.
A layer
Wonderful
of jam. Now we're using raspberry jam. I think I've told you before. We
Yeah,
don't
use
like
my-
strawberry jam.
My favourite food.
But I made some biscuits the other day for Cedar's Zoom cooking, and I had to use strawberry because I didn't want the pips in it. And do you know what? Craig said they're just like the real thing, even though they had strawberry jam in. So I don't think I'll listen again when they say they don't like things with strawberry jam in.
I
had one of them last night, it was very nice.
You like strawberry jam anyway? You had one of all the biscuits, didn't you, Paul?
Yeah, and I did actually manage...
Did you have one of our super crunchy cookies that I forgot were in the oven?
You mean the caramel and chocolate? Caramel because they burn so much.
Well, no, that was the crispy bits.
Yeah, caramel. Caramel.
That was the chocolate that I put in them.
No,
But I also used the wrong sugar. Do you know, I shouldn't be telling you guys this really, should I?
No.
So anyway, there's a nice lot of jam in the middle.
Look
Right,
at
so
that.
that's what we've done there. We'll put that one in there so we don't forget.
Right.
Now, what we're going to do with this cake
Yeah.
is just going to move it along. Now, I'm going to hold this in my hand because I don't want it to break.
Right.
So what I'm going to do now is put some butter icing.
Is that the top or the bottom?
Well, this is going to be hopefully the top when I slam it on the top. It's not going to be the bottom, is it?
Right.
Because I've got the bottom on the plate.
Oh, I see. Why didn't you put...
I don't know.
No, okay.
I don't know. Don't ask that. Our viewer will wonder what we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to ask.
Our viewer will think I don't know what I'm doing. That will be Kelly in Tiverton. Our lovely Kelly, who works for M&S and her 2 lovely daughters. that make banana bread. Really lovely banana bread.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I'm
We
gonna
have to get the recipe.
I'm gonna pinch the recipe off of them.
You know, I don't know how to make banana bread. Like banana
Well,
muffins,
lots of
it's
people
similar.
made banana bread in the first lockdown we had, didn't
Oh,
they?
I don't know. I've never
But
tried.
Kelly and her two beautiful daughters are making banana bread now. So right, hang on guys, here we go. Ready?
Yep. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh,
There we
wow, that
go.
went really well.
So
Yay.
Sorry to say surprise.
now
Okay.
I'm in two minds whether to decorate it on this plate or
Bigger plate.
on a bigger plate.
I
I
think
think I'll do
bigger
it on a
plate.
bigger plate and then move it onto a
Yeah, I think.
smaller plate.
I think bigger plate.
Right everybody, Christopher has now decided to move away and finish eating his pasty. So I've moved the cake to a bigger plate, which as you can see was, thank goodness, successful. So now I'm just going to finish decorating it. So I'm just going to pop a big load of the buttercream on the top of the cake, and we're going to get a knife and we're going to spread it around, and it's all going to go down the sides as well. So let's bring it all down the sides of the cake. This is where all the jam starts squeezing out, and it won't matter if you've got some jam showing through the cream, because you're going to cover the sides in a minute with something other than just the buttercream. So there we go then. That's the butter icing all around and on top of the cake.
All around the cake.
So now what we're going to do is you're going to need some packets of these sponge fingers.
Oh, all right. Well, very nice they are.
These are the nice ones actually, yeah, they're the ones that you can use for trifle, but now you put them sugar side out, so you're just going to put the flat side and you're going to go all the way around the cake.
Right. You start doing that with chocolate fingers.
You can do this with chocolate fingers. You can do this with chocolate fingers if you're making a chocolate gâteau or a chocolate
right,
cake.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're doing fruit today, so so you're going to go all the way around.
I've seen it done with matchmakers as well.
Yeah,
In fact, didn't you do one once with matchmakers? I think you did.
yes we did. Now we've nearly done ours now, just one more in that little gap.
Will it fit? Yes, it will. Beautiful.
So there we go guys. Okay, so that goes around the outside. You can use the rest then to make some trifle with. Right, so you can put whatever fruit on here you like, but today I am going to use blueberries, which are going to go on first. They're going to go in the middle. So these have been all rinsed off. So blueberries, so just spread them across. Followed by raspberries, which again have been rinsed off. Followed by strawberries. Now with the strawberries you keep the hull on because you do, because it looks so effective with the green coming through. So basically you keep the hull of the strawberries on, and then you can either pick the strawberries up and eat them individually, or you can just take the hull off and obviously eat a strawberry as you would normally eat a strawberry.
Put it tight.
Paul, could you just come here and put your finger there, please? Or Craig, could you just put your finger there? There. Just while I do this bow. That's it. And then I'm just going to trim that bit there up. Oops. I know they're a bit blunt, but never mind. Anyway, there you have your fruit gatto. Like I said, looks just like you would buy in a shop. Now, what you can do to finish it off is literally just put a little tiny bit of caster sugar across the top so it glistens on the fruit. And there is the fruit gatto.
Well, that looks absolutely fabulous, darling.
Good, because that's your dessert tonight.
Oh, I got dessert tonight.
You have now, you got that.
I don't normally have dessert. No, that's lovely.
Anyway guys, thank you for joining us. One thing I will say about this, because you're putting sponge fingers next to butter icing, the bottom part of the sponge fingers will be soft. They are meant to go like that. If you don't like soft sponge fingers, then obviously just eat the top parts, which are crunchy. Okay, so anyway, that's it for this week.
Yep.
Hopefully next week we're going to be doing another dessert. We're going to be hopefully doing
You're looking at my waistline, dear.
this one's for Christopher and for Craig, this one.
Oh, right.
We're doing a chocolate orange cheesecake.
Oh, wow.
This is what Christopher specifically asked for. So we're going to do a chocolate orange cheesecake, and again, to prove that cheesecake should not be afraid of. They are so simple to make. They really are. And next week, if you tune in and watch, you'll see exactly what I mean. So all that's left for me to say is, if you're watching this on YouTube and you liked it, please subscribe.
Subscribe, you must.
If you're watching on YouTube,
She's got me Star Wars on me.
so you got me all confuddled again. Confuddled again. If you're watching on Facebook, please give us a like, and if you're watching on Twitter, again, I don't know what you have to do because I don't do it.
It's a like.
You do Twitter. What is it?
I think you give it a like, but I've dropped off on Twitter.
Okay, right. Oh, it's because you're not following Donald anymore, I suppose, is it?
No.
Sorry to all you Donald supporters, but anyway, guys.
I don't know what you're clapping for. He ain't nothing to
No,
do with
he ain't gone yet, has he? Oh God, I forgot that.
Nobody there is the white coats.
I do apologise. Everybody to their own. I'm sure there's some people out there that love him. Anyway, that is it. That's our side of you now for this week.
Well,
so
yeah, see, there is somebody out there for everybody.
there is somebody out there for everybody. As I was saying, that is going to be it for this week. So it's goodbye from Fruity Chris.
Bye.
It's goodbye from.
You cheerio me deario.
It's cheerio me dearios from
All of us.
Paul. Yeah, Paul. And it's cheerio me dearios with the wonky voice from Rosie.
Wonky Rosie.
So until next week, guys, everybody stay safe. Hands, face, space. Cheerio, everyone.
Bye, Boris.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you mean, bye, Boris?
Well, hands, face, space. That's what he says. He's all of that.
He's not all of that. If he was all of that, he'd be on the telly every night being all of that.
Yeah, but he is nearly. Hands, space.
We're on the telly more than he is.
You're on our telly.
You're on our telly, yeah.
You're on our telly.
I think, well, we've got to get some viewers somehow. That's why I said viewer earlier on being Kelly. Actually, no, Uncle Billy, no, or Lizzie. Lizzie's another of our viewers, yeah.
No, we've got a couple there.
Yeah. Anyway, that's us done now. Where are you going now then?